Hello, this is part one of the scheduling process with the Turning Machine app with Big Bang Softball. First thing you're going to do is go to your Turning Machine website and you should have a login created for you. If you do not have the login, I will create one for you and get you guys going. Uh, this is my login here. So we're going to jump into the tournaments here. And here's a tournament that we're already running. This one's actually live right now. So to create a new tournament, we're in the Turning Machine software. You're logged in. You'll be logged in as a tournament director, area director, or state director. You come in here to create your tournament. Now, what I like to do is I like to pull information straight from a Big Bang website. I'm using a tournament that I done previous in the past, so I'm going to use an old tournament of mine, but pull in all the important information we need for the training here. So I'm going to go to edit tournament here, and I'm going to get these information right out of here. This is what we call the tournament, and I'm going to place him here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to go here, pick our sport first, softball. This is not going to be affiliated with USA Softball. Here I'm going to place the tournament name. The start date, I'm just going to make a start date for next weekend on the 30th. And end date, well, I'm going to make this a one-day event on Saturday the 1st, and the end date will be on the 1st. Uh, Location, I'm going to grab all that information from my tournament that I have set up on the Big Bang website. If I can get this copied here. And we're going to put that in as our location. Now this here will be the total number of minutes to allocate for games on your schedule. So this will be the time. We're going to use an example of an hour game, and then we're going to use an example of a 10-minute break in between games. So this is where you're going to have to add in the break along with the game time. So if you have a 60-minute game time and you want 10 minutes in between the games, this will be 70 minutes. This is from one game's over to the start of the next. This will include the game of 60 minutes and the 10-minute break in between. Once we get all this right here, we can put next. And this is some advertisement. We'll close this out. So here's our page right here, how we get everything started. We're going to work in this first training in the general information. This is some of the stuff we already put in. This right here talks about warning teams of the back-to-back games. I don't check this because teams know they're going to have to play back-to-back games sometimes, so I don't check it. Here's the information we put in, our tournament name, our general information here. This is our start date, finish date. Like I said, I set this up to be a one-day tournament. So that's how we got that set up. You set your time zone here. This right here will be a message, some message display. I haven't used that yet. We haven't been using it. Here's our 70 minutes again, like we talked about. Here's some stuff about what it's going to show the people, how you want to run the system. I'm not going to allow any ties. I'm going to show runs scored, runs allowed, runs differential. I'm going to show this. I'm not going to show pitch count. I'm not going to show this other items. I am going to put some tie breaking rules in. In the pool games, I don't care about the wins or losses. I'm not going to be keeping up with that. If you wanted to seed your teams from the pool game into the bracket, you could put some information in here. In the bracket games, I'm going to put in here. We're going to go off of record, and I'm going to go winning percentage first, and then I'm going to go to head to head, and then I'm going to go to runs allowed and runs scored. This is pretty much the ASA rules right here. And we'll save this. Okay, and then we'll go back to the general information. So we're going through this general information page. Now you see this didn't save where I had it here, so I didn't get this saved. So I'm going to go back and check these boxes again and come down here and save it. Now that'll be saved, okay? Now you can go to advanced settings, and there's some other stuff in here you can read and look and see what you want to do. I haven't done anything in here too much. There's been a couple little things that I've done in here. Display team pool on bracket, hide. So you can check all this stuff, and you can always come back to this stuff once you get your schedule posted and get everything done, and see if there's anything you want to do in here. Just read through all this stuff here. If you check any boxes, make sure you hit your save, and then you're back to your home page. So this is the basics on just setting up the tournament with the names, the park, where it's going to be at, and just the basic information on the tournament. So this is going to be part one of the video series. And this will be the end of part one. We'll move on to part two.